Hey, what's going on guys? Butterbar here, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we are going to be talking about some of the weapons that were missing from the multiplayer reveal of Modern Warfare. Now, first off, Infinity Ward did a great job with this reveal. From the weapons, the kill streak, as well as the cosmetic operators, it does look like it's going to be a really good game. I want to remain optimistic, and I really do want this game to be the Call of Duty that actually saves the series as a whole. Hopefully it does that. I looked forward to Black Ops 4, and I kind of got burnt on that game. It nickel and dime all the players, and it's just one of those games I know a lot of people are walking away from, so hopefully Modern Warfare does not go down that route. Now, Modern Warfare being the game that kind of consolidates the entire Modern Warfare series, the one thing I wanted to see and notice is that if all the weapons from the Modern Warfare series is going to be in this game. And the one thing I noticed in this reveal is that there was a lot of weapons missing. So in today's video, I want to talk about some of the weapons that were missing in this reveal, give you guys my opinion about what I think, and hopefully they get added into this game later on down the road, hopefully with the full release of this game, or maybe in the future with DLC, and hopefully not the way that Black Ops 4 does DLC weapons. Now, some of the weapons I'm going to talk about are some of the most iconic weapons of the series, and some not so much, but I want to give you guys my opinion about what I think about each weapon, and hopefully they get added on into this game because, again, more variety, more content in this game is going to help it out in the long run. So let's get into it. So first off, ARs. Probably the most iconic weapon in this entire video is going to be the ACR. So the ACR, again, is a very powerful weapon that was in Modern Warfare that a lot of players use, and it definitely it made a name for itself in that game. I mean, hell, you could watch any gameplay on YouTube and people are using the ACR just because it was very powerful. It was a very easy weapon to actually aim with. It was just one of those guns that you could always do really well with. So again, I'm very surprised that the ACR is not added into this game. I think there's some leaks about it being possibly introduced maybe in DLC. I doubt it will be introduced by the game's full release, but I hope it does because, again, for one of the most iconic weapons in this game, I'm very surprised that it was not in the full reveal. Next up, the Type 95. Again, it's not a very iconic weapon whatsoever, but the Type 95 is unique because it's a Chinese assault weapon. And again, with some of these weapons that I want added into this game that were in the entire Modern Warfare series, I think it would be cool to see different countries' weapons actually added into the Modern Warfare game. We're gonna have, Modern Warfare already has some things like the British weapons, the assault rifles from United States and stuff like that. So again, some of these countries that have unique ones like the Type 95, it would be nice to see something like that introduced into Modern Warfare. Another one, F2000. If you're a Sam Fisher fan, you love Splinter Cell, the F2000 was one of those guns that were like, oh my god, this is really cool. I get to use Sam Fisher's assault rifle. At least that was my thought when I was back in college playing this thing. I was a huge Sam Fisher fan, and when I saw the F2000, I was like, dude, this is going to be a lot of fun to use. However, that gun was not great whatsoever in Modern Warfare 2. It was a fun gun to use. However, it was not the greatest gun to use. So, to me, really, it would be awesome to actually see the F2000 being back into this game. I don't see it coming in anytime future, but again, as a fan of Sam Fisher, it would be nice to see the F2000. Hopefully, maybe give it some buffs. Give it some buffs with an update to this game. Next one is the TAR-21. The TAR-21 is actually an Israeli assault weapon, and it's actually one of my, I don't know, to me, really, I think it is one of the best looking guns. I would love to actually own a TAR-21, but the TAR-21, in my opinion, was on par or close with the ACR. It was a very powerful weapon. Silencer, stopping power, that gun was pretty unstoppable in my opinion. I really enjoyed using it. And again, I would love to see an updated version into Modern Warfare with the TAR-21 just because, man, it was a good gun. That thing took me to so many places in that game, from chopper gunners to the AC-130 to nukes, that I gotta have my TAR-21 with me because that gun did amazing for me in Modern Warfare. Lastly, for the ARs, we have the G36. G36 we had in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare as well as in Modern Warfare 3. And again, it's a very unique weapon. It's a German assault weapon. And to me, really, again, looking back at Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, I thought it was a very unique and interesting weapon in that, again, I really enjoyed using that weapon in that game. Hell, even going back to the remastered version of Call of Duty 4, it was a very unique thing, and to see the different cosmetic options you could actually put to change what that weapon looked like. Again, G36 is just one of those weapons I would love to own in real life, and again, I would love to see introduced into Modern Warfare if it's not already in the game. Let's go to SMGs. Now, SMGs I thought was very interesting to see because Modern Warfare actually has a lot of the SMGs that are on my, going through the entire Modern Warfare series. I actually have a lot of them already in the game. There was actually 2 of them that I saw that were not in this game already, and that was the UMP-45, which again, kind of on par with the ACR, at least in the SMG category of Modern Warfare 2. If you were not using the ACR, you were using the UMP-45. The UMP-45 silencer, stopping power, you were pretty much unstoppable. You're going to see a lot of people on YouTube back then in the day, you know, getting the gunship, getting the AC-130 and all this stuff with using the UM-45. So again, not seeing this in any reveal in the multiplayer, it does make me question on if it will actually be brought into this game. Again, looking back at it, it was a very popular gun back in the day. So to me, really, it'd be very interesting not to see it brought back into this game. And lastly, for the SMGs, the Vector. The Vector, again, was one of those guns that was a very unique weapon, had a really cool, crazy, kind of futuristic look to it. It had a very fast rate of fire. However, it was not really too powerful. But again, it's one of those guns, I just think it looks really cool, really unique. And I would love to see an updated version of this weapon into Modern Warfare and just kind of see how it goes. Again, with all these weapons that I want to see added into this game, it would be really great to see how rebalancing them, how to add them into this multiplayer, and how they would fit into the categories with the weapons that are already added into it. With that being said, and maybe seeing more weapons added into the categories of the laundry list of weapons that Modern Warfare, you know, with the reveal it had, it'll be a really crazy, cool game to see with all these different weapons. So let's go to LMGs. LMGs, I have to say I'm very saddened to see that there's actually a lot of LMGs that were missing from the category. You know, going from the 240, the 249 from Call of Duty 4, we have the AUG BAR, which again is a variation of the AUG. I mean, how the AUG is already in Modern Warfare as a variant of an SMG as well as an assault rifle. So again, the AUG BAR, the HBAR, is a very interesting weapon to see that's actually missing from this game, just because there's already variations of the AUG in Modern Warfare. Let's go back to the 240 Bravo, the M240 from Modern Warfare. Again, it's a very unique and special weapon to me. The 240 and the 249 are very special to me because as being an Army guy and getting to shoot these things, it was a very cool thing to be able to use in the infantry. And to me, really seeing the 240 as well as the 249 weapons that you had in Modern Warfare 2 as well as in Call of Duty 4, to me, I want them in there. Man, they're U.S. weapons. I want to see my U.S. weapons, not only the M4 and other guns, but I want to see my 240. I want to see my 249 back into this game just because they were a lot of fun to use in the multiplayer. And again, it's being a U.S. soldier, man. I gotta have my weapons. I gotta have my laundry list of weapons that I use. And it was just a lot of fun. So next up, let's talk about the M60. Talking about U.S. weapons, 240, 249, the M60, again, a very unique and iconic weapon throughout, you know, Vietnam as well as different, you know, military movies. Everybody's seen what an M60 is. And again, not seeing that in the multiplayer reveal as one of the LMGs has me very surprised that it's not added into it. Again, for how unique it is and how iconic it is out in the real world, it's very interesting to see that it's not in the multiplayer reveal. It was in the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare game as well as Modern Warfare 3. Again, it's one of those weapons I want added into this game because I gotta have my U.S. weapons. Lastly, for the LMGs is the MG36. So we have the G36 that was an assault weapon in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare as well as Modern Warfare 3. But in Modern Warfare 3, we also had a MG36, which was a LMG version of that weapon. And again, kind of going on the variants that you can have in this game with the AUG switching from an SMG to an assault rifle, having the G36 added in the assault rifle category and changing that into an LMG. Again, it adds more uniqueness, adds more customizations, adds more variety to the things that you can have in this game that are customizable. So to me, really, I'm seeing, you know, things that you can actually already do in the game when it comes to customization with SMGs and ARs. So how about an AR that can change and alter into an LMG? It's just one of those things that it's very interesting to see that it's not in the game already, but seeing it through the Call of Duty series, it would be cool to see it again reemerge into this game. Let's go to sniper rifles. I will say this again. You know, you have the ACR, you have the UMP, and then you have the intervention, which again is not added into Modern Warfare. But again, going back to Modern Warfare 2, my God, the intervention was everywhere. If you wanted a good montage, you wanted a good clip, you wanted to see 360 no-scopes, which pretty much came from that. I mean, hell, the intervention is still a meme to this day that you see on videos. The intervention is a very popular weapon that, again, I'm very surprised it is not in the multiplayer. So to me, really, I'm looking at the intervention as one of those iconic weapons from the Modern Warfare 2 game that I would love to see back into this game. I can only imagine the clips and the montages and the memes that people can use with an updated version of the intervention. To me, you got to put it in. Yeah, the intervention has to be put in this game. The MSR, it was similar to what the intervention was, but the intervention was not in Modern Warfare 3 from what I understand. But the the MSR was. So again, it wasn't a very iconic weapon. However, the MSR was similar to what the intervention was in Modern Warfare 2 going into Modern Warfare 3. So MSR doesn't really, it's one of those weapons that was missing in this reveal. However, it's not one of those weapons I'm like, it needs to be in there. So again, it was just one of those things that was missing. However, you know, how close comparison they are with the intervention, the MSR, that one of those weapons needs to be in this game. Let's talk about the WA-2000. Now, this is a very unique sniper rifle in Modern Warfare 2. Just the way it looked. Wasn't powerful or anything. It was okay sniper rifle. However, just the way that it looked, the way uniqueness of it, it's just one of those weapons that I'm like, look, you know, with the different weapons that we can put in this game and the customization that we have in this, we have to have some of the weapons from the series that had just very unique and special looks to them. So even though it's not a very powerful gun, it's probably one of those weapons, one of those sniper rifles that was not picked very often. Again, it would still be cool to actually see this weapon added into the Modern Warfare game. The M21 EBR. So I know there is a M14 EBR in the marksman category. However, again, kind of going on and piggybacking off of the AUG that can switch to an SMG and an AR, and you know, maybe adding the G36 that can switch into an SMG or an LMG. Why not have the, you know, you already have the M14 added in the marksman category? How about having the M12 EB or M21 EBR added into it as maybe upgrading the damage and making it a sniper rifle? So again, it's one of those weapons that was missing out of the series. However, with being able to customize it and add on to it, and again, another variation of it, it would be interesting to see something like that with the M14 switching over to M21. Lastly, for the sniper rifles, we have the L118 I want to say Alpha, but A. So this is a British sniper rifle, and again, we already have some of the we have the L85. We have another couple of British weapons that are in Modern Warfare, and to me, really, you know, how about adding the sniper rifle that was from Modern Warfare, that it was a British sniper rifle? So all my British friends, I want to fight for you. You know, I think the L85 is a very unique looking assault rifle. I think the this sniper rifle, I think it's a really unique looking sniper rifle, and to me, really, I think, you know, being able to add in different countries' weapons into this multiplayer will, again, not only be able to attract a bigger audience, because people are going to be able to attach themselves to these weapons and to this game, and just, man, just having a lot of variety, having a lot of different things to select from this game. I don't think it's going to hurt it whatsoever. Lastly, let's talk about the shotguns. And when it comes to the shotguns, I can literally think of only two shotguns that come to mind that are very iconic and very powerful and very probably picked the most out of all the shotgun categories, and we'll talk about them first. So let's talk about the AA-12. AA-12, to me, was one of my most picked shotguns because it was a full auto shotgun. You put a drum on that thing was a monster at close quarters in Modern Warfare 2. So to me, really, I think it'd be badass to see the AA-12 make a return and have that drum magazine, being able to just dominate in close quarters and just push through people with just being able to shoot every single round and just not worry about emptying the mag just because there were so many bullets in the magazine. Let's talk about again, this is a weapon that I think a lot of people either used it a lot or were grieving about it and just griping about it so much, and I can totally understand that point of view, which was the M1887s, the Model 1887s. Dude, those guns have to be in this thing. I mean, you have this Western look of a shotgun in a modern age type of shooter, and to me, really, hopefully not akimbo. Don't dual wield these things. I mean, we all saw how it was in Modern Warfare 2 when it came to dual wielding these damn things. However, not having the 1887s in this game, again, when we're wanting to consolidate the entire Modern Warfare series, I think would just be kind of a missed opportunity. So again, that is one of the shotguns that I think would be a really cool addition to having in this game. Now, the other three shotguns that I wrote down, they're not very iconic or probably most used shotguns that are in the Modern Warfare series, but we have the M1014, we have the Striker, as well as the USAS 112. So again, these were shotguns that were in the Modern Warfare series. They were, I don't know exactly how used they were. I mean, they were just shotguns in the category that were not in this multiplayer reveal, and it makes me interested to see if they're actually going to be in the Modern Warfare game, just because they were in the series, but they're not in the reveal. So, again, there's a lot of other shotguns to be able to pull from the Call of Duty series. I think that's the kind of great thing about this Modern Warfare game, is that it has a laundry list of weapons from the other Modern Warfare games that can choose and pick pick and kind of decide what they want to bring over to this game. And I think that's what they've already done with this multiplayer reveal. So to me, really reading off this laundry list of weapons that I didn't see in the reveal of this game kind of just goes to show that, again, Infinity Ward has a lot of weapons to choose from. And again, hopefully with this game hopefully being a success, we can see a lot more weapons added into this game, and hopefully not nickel and diming, kind of like how Black Ops 4 is done, but introducing these weapons as possibly free weapons that just, either you unlock them by completing challenges, or they're given to you as a entire player base. They're given to you just because, that would actually equal everything out, kind of like how the maps are. Everybody gets the maps. Hopefully everybody gets the weapons. That way it's an even playing field. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about some of the weapons that I named off? Again, some of them are more iconic than others, some of them are more powerful than others, some are used more than others. However, with the laundry list I just went through, I want to know from you, what do you guys think about some of these weapons and getting them added into this game? If there's some weapons that I did not call off, I didn't say a weapon that you probably use in a Modern Warfare game that wasn't in this video, please let me know in the comments below what that weapon is, and maybe we might actually see that weapon introduced into this new Modern Warfare game. So again, also let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think about this? Have a great rest of the day. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys all next time.